Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, everyone. Hello. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Nofitri with student number A1B221013 from English Education Study Program in Jambi University. So here I'm as a moderator to guide the discussion about the statement that studying grammar is more important than practicing conversation skill. Here, there are my friends who will agree and disagree with the statement, and they will state it supported by their arguments. Okay, now, first I will ask Nurmasitah, what is her opinion about this issue? Okay, Nurmasitah, time is yours.
Okay, thank you, moderator. First of all, I would like to thank the moderator who has given me the opportunity. Well, before giving my opinion on this case, let me introduce myself first. My name is Nurmasitah with student number A1B2210 and 19. And here, I will give my opinion about this case is titled, Learning Grammar is More Important Than Speaking Skill. I personally think that grammar is very important to learn before starting speaking skill, because if we don't understand grammar well, then our speaking skill will be a fake. Of course, someone who understands grammar will look different when talking to someone doesn't understand grammar well. I think these are for me more or less. I apologize. Back to the moderator.
Okay, Nurmasitah, thank you for your opinion, and I will continue to ask Regita Trisuci Mardiani. What do you think about this issue, Regita?
Okay, thank you, moderator. First of all, I would like to apologize for turning off my camera because I have bad connection. My name is Regita Trisuci Mardiani with student number A1B221012, and here is my argument regarding the topic. Learning grammar is indeed an important element for someone to enrich their communication skills. However, is grammar the only thing that should be emphasized over conversational skills? Certainly not. For example, elderly people who cannot read or write can still develop their speaking skills even without learning grammar. Young children also learn to communicate before they learn grammar. With the ability to communicate, one can improve their human relationships. Communication skills are more needed by companies than grammar skills, except for some jobs that do require good grammar skills. We can survive we can survive in social life with the ability to speak. If we are used to speaking skills, then there will be no problem when learning grammar. However, most people find it difficult to speak even though they have good grammar scores on exams. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Regita. Now, let's hear the opinion from Putri Rahmadani, whether he will agree or not with the statement studying grammar is more important than studying conversation skills. Okay, Putri, time is yours.
Okay, thank you, moderator. Let me introduce myself. My name is Putri Rahmadani with student number A1B221011. Okay, I think I agree with our topic today that learning grammar is more important than practicing conversational skill. I agree that studying grammar is more important because in fact, when we speak, it also contains grammar. Grammar is important because if we have wrong grammar, we can speak wrongly and we can also misinterpret. Grammar that teaching us how to make correct sentence, improve writing skill, and also about the use the word classes or part of speech, and so on. When learning grammar, we are taught to be good communication, listeners, thinkers, leaders, and writers because every aspect of English requires grammar. So if our grammar is good, our speaking skill will also be good. Because not only we can speak English fluently, but the grammar use is also right. Okay, I think that's all my opinion. Thank you, moderator.
Okay, all right, Putri. Next, we will listen to Pricylia's opinion on the topic being discussed. Okay, Pricylia, time is yours.
Okay, thank you, moderator, for the opportunity. But I would like to introduce myself first. My name is Pricylia Maharani Pambudi, with student number A1B221016. So, I would like to deliver my argument about this statement. Conversation are key to language development, the exchange of thought and ideas, and listening to each other. People learn by hearing each other's thoughts while observing facial and body expression that shows emotion. Good communication skills are essential to allow others and ourselves to understand information more accurately and quickly. In contrast, poor communication skills lead to frequent misunderstanding and frustration. So, my opinion about this statement is I disagree because grammar is necessary but not more important than practicing conversation skill. I agree that learning grammar is important because but you cannot say learning grammar is more important than practicing conversation skill. You have learned grammar. You are skillful with grammatically writing, but it doesn't mean you are be able to professionally communicate face to face with others. So the learning grammar doesn't make you professionally unless you practice on it. Knowing grammar doesn't mean that you will able to speak properly. Because if you have some information on a particular topic, it doesn't mean that you will able to speak about it fluently. Mastering in conversation and speaking skills makes you ready for all the circumstances in life where you have to prove speaking than merely gaining bookish knowledge of grammar. For instance, a job interview is a perfect example for what I have mentioned before. The interviewer will not see grammatical knowledge, what and how much do you know about it, whether you are the best on it. But they will think about how you speak, converse, and interact with them. So I think uh, conversation skill is better or more important than grammar. Thank you.
Good, thank you, Priscilia. Okay, we are going to Devita. What do you think? Do you agree or not that studying grammar is more important than conversation skill? Devita, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm agree that grammar is more important than conversation because grammar is like math and conversation is like physics. If you don't know math, then how can you solve the numerical in physics? How can you apply something in practicality when you don't know the basics, right? The same goes for grammar and conversation skills. A person who is good at grammar will automatically be good conversationalist because having good grammar boosts your confidence and you make fewer mistakes and take fewer pauses in your speech. Grammar is very important. Grammar is skeleton of body close your eyes and think that your vocabulary is very good, but you don't know anything about grammar. Okay, how will you speak if you don't know if you know only words? You don't know the structure of the sentence. You don't know how to use words in place and etc. Maybe your speaking is good or you have a good pronunciation, but it doesn't mean everything. If you speak or write with a lot of mistakes, it means you must improve your English skill. Grammar is important than the communication skills because it is the language that makes it possible for us to talk about language. Thank you, moderator.
Okay, thank you, Devita. We have heard different opinions from different people, and now we will continue to ask Misbah Solihah. Okay, Misbah, give your opinion about our topic. Do you agree or not?
Okay, thank you, moderator. Previously introduced, my name is Misbah Husolihah, with the number A1B21017. I don't agree, but studying grammar is more important than practicing conversational skills. You have learned grammar. You're good at writing with good grammar, but that doesn't mean you can communicate face to face in a professional manner. So, learning grammar doesn't make you a pro unless you practice it. Knowing grammar also doesn't mean you will speak it correctly either. If you have information on a certain topic, it doesn't not mean that you will be able to talk about it smoothly. Mastering conversational and speaking skills set you up for all the circumstances in life where you so prefer talking to just gaining jicky grammar knowledge. So, in my opinion, practicing conversational skill is more important than learning grammar. Back to moderator.
Okay, Misbah, thank you. Now we will continue to listen the opinion from Dea Ananda. Dea Ananda, time is yours.
Thank you, moderator. Okay, I would like to introduce myself first. My name is Dea Ananda with student number A1B221015. I agree with this statement because grammar is necessary. Without grammar, we cannot speak a language properly. Grammar serves to form a sentence so that it is easily understood by the friends. If our friends easily understand our sentence, of course, communication will go well. So, I agree that studying grammar is more important than practicing conversation skill. I think that's all my opinion. Back to the moderator.
All right, Dea Ananda, thank you. I will continue to ask Natasyia Revanza. What do you think about this issue?
Thanks for the opportunity, moderator. I would like to introduce myself first. My name is Natasyia Revanza with a student number A1B221018. In my point of view, I disagree with the statement that studying grammar is more important than practicing conversation skills. If we want to speak English fluently, we should practice our conversation skill first. The plus point is that when we practice speaking first, we can know how to pronounce correctly and improve our pronunciation. But I will say grammar is also important to learn, but don't make it a top priority when learning English. For example, we don't understand why they use a sentence like that, why do they structure their words like that, then we will study the grammar. So grammar comes later. Practice and grammar relate to each other. So when we don't know how to tell about our experiences when we were in high school, so that means we have to use the past tense to tell stories about the past. But we don't know how to form a sentence in past tense. Then we have to learn grammar because from there, we will start to catch it more effectively and don't forget it. Instead of learning grammar, then just trying to practice. If we study grammar first, we only study the theory. However, we cannot speak English fluently, naturally, and confidently. And we don't remember the sentence structure and eventually forget it. In conclusion, by practicing conversation skills, grammar will be polished by itself. So I think that's all that I can say. Thank you.
Okay, good. Tasya. All right. We are going to the last one. Firna, Nahwa, Salsabila. Okay. give your opinion about our topic today.
All right, thank you, moderator. My name is Firna Salsabila with student number A1B2 to 1020. I want to share about my opinion. Studying grammar is more important than practicing conversation skill. I agree with this statement because when we want to say something, it will be better if our conversation uses grammar. So what we want to convey can be more organized in sentences and language and also make our interlocutor quickly and easily understand the meaning of what we are saying. Just imagine if you talk about the past without grammar, that the other person can understand what we are talking about the past. Because in grammar, there is a separate rule which states that the incident has happened in the past. Our interlocutor may be confused. So I think it's very important that we just talk without clear rules. I think that's all from me. Thank you, moderator.
Okay, thank you all for your opinions. Different opinions and mostly agree that studying grammar is more important than conversation skills. But it's almost a draw and they make a good argument. Okay, so I end our discussion on this topic. I, as a moderator, apologize if there are mistakes. Thank you and see you again. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.